Breaking news, the first ever creatine study on cognitive outcomes in menopausal women was just published. So let's take a look and see what they found. Time school. So this new randomized control trial looked at 36 peri- and postmenopausal women over 8 weeks. They split participants into 4 groups. One, a low-dose creatine hydrochloride at 750 mg a day, a medium-dose creatine hydrochloride at 1.5 grams a day, then a mix of creatine and creatine ethyl ester, and number 4, a placebo group. They measured cognitive function, fatigue, mood symptoms, and even brain creatine levels using MRI spectroscopy. So what happened? Well, the medium-dose creatine group stood out. Their reaction time improved by around 6% compared to almost no change in the placebo group. Frontal lobe brain creatine increased by about 16% compared to 1% for placebo. They also saw some improvements in blood lipids for the combined group, but the clinical significance is uncertain, as well as a trend to improving mood swings. Their general fatigue scores fell, their concentration improved, and importantly, no weight gain or severe side effects. So what could this all mean? During the menopause, falling estrogen levels reduces the brain's ability to use glucose efficiently. This can lead to symptoms like brain fog or mental fatigue. At the same time, mitochondrial energy production becomes less efficient, meaning your brain cells generate slightly less ATP from the same fuel. And creatine acts as a rapid energy buffer inside those cells, helping to maintain stable energy availability when demand spikes, like during focus, stress, or cognitive effort. This all sounds fantastic, but there are some limitations. Firstly, the study was small, only 9 participants per group, which is normally fine for a controlled trial, but because it's the only one of its kind, it's inappropriate to generalize these findings to all menopausal women. There was also no objective assessment of their background diet or physical activity levels, and they excluded women with any sort of chronic disease, further limiting generalizability. Also, very importantly, they didn't calculate weight-adjusted dosages, which is key because the body weight of these women massively differed. Their body weights ranged from 49 to 88 kilograms with a standard deviation of 89 kilograms. I'm kidding, but you get the point. So of course, 1.5 grams of creatine a day will act differently in someone who's 50 kilograms versus 85. The study duration was only 8 weeks long, and they used creatine hydrochloride and not creatine monohydrate. And creatine monohydrate is the form with the strongest evidence base. So it's an interesting study finding showing promise for women's brain health, but still, it's just one study. But still, this is a win for science, and it's nice to see more research focusing on female populations. Class dismissed.